My roommate got us evicted for having a party while I was caring for my sick mom. I was in the middle of my shift at work when I got a call that my mom was in the hospital. I had to leave immediately. She was elderly, and honestly, I was terrified something serious had happened. I told my roommate I'd be gone for a few days, grabbed my keys, and asked if he could just keep the place normal while I was gone. He looked up from his phone, nodded, and said, "Dude, don't worry, I got it." I spent 3 days at the hospital with my mom, barely sleeping, eating vending machine snacks, making sure she was okay. When I finally got back home, I walked into a scene that looked like a crime documentary had been filmed in my living room. There were red Solo cups stacked on every surface like some kind of drunk Jenga tournament had taken place. The couch was flipped over. There was a literal hole in the drywall near the TV, and the smell hit me like a punch from a wet gym bag filled with regret. I stood there blinking, trying to process what dimension I had just entered. Then I noticed the paper taped to the front door, an eviction notice. We had 30 days to get out. I called my roommate immediately, and he answered like he was ordering a sandwich. "Oh yeah, I had a few people over." A few? I checked our apartment's security camera footage because something felt off. This guy had thrown a full party. Not a small hangout, a party. 50 people crammed into our 2-bedroom apartment like it was hosting a rave. There were strangers I'd never seen in my life just trashing our place while I was at the hospital with my mom. Our lease specifically said no large gathering, and the landlord had seen everything on the building's hallway cameras. I demanded we meet with the landlord together, and when we sat down, my roommate tried to lie his way out of it. It wasn't that bad. Maybe like 10 people. The landlord didn't say a word. He just pulled up the footage on his laptop and turned the screen toward us. 50 people. Music blasting at 2 in the morning. Someone literally vomiting off the balcony. My roommate went silent. The landlord said he could sue us both for damages, and that's when I snapped. I pulled out my phone, showed him the hospital records, the timestamps, proof I wasn't even in the state when this happened. I told him I trusted this guy to just exist like a normal human being while I took care of my elderly mother, and instead, he threw a rager like it was spring break in Cancun. The landlord sat there for a second, then looked at my roommate and said, "You're out today." Then he turned to me and said, "You can stay. I'll waive your rent for 2 months to cover this mess, and you're gonna find a better roommate." My roommate tried to argue, but the landlord wasn't hearing it. He packed his stuff that same day, and thankfully, I haven't seen him since.